What's up, everybody? Big Herc getting down with Fresh Out, and you tune into another edition of Prison Talk. I want to say thank you for subscribing. Make sure you guys share the channel. We try to bring you guys as much raw and real content as possible. We done kind of threw in a towel when it comes to censoring and being regulated because, man, it's like they're going to do what they do with our channel, man, and we're going to just keep doing what we do. But I want to ask you guys out there, what do you want your generation to be known for? And when I say generation, I'm talking to you guys out there right now, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. What do you guys want to be known for? It's gotten to a point now that I see that there is no clear direction of what they expect from young males. There's a misconception of what is expected of young females. And no one's stepping up to provide any answers. So as far as the young males, I constantly get messages about, how do we talk to girls? How do we deal with bullies? I'm dealing with a situation at work where somebody's harassing me. Should I stand up for them? And I just have to, think like, where did they go wrong with all the parenting? Because as a young man, growing up, myself, Big Ant, we played tackle football on the concrete. We would buy gloves. You could go buy gloves at Kmart or one of the little stores, and they weren't high quality, but you put these gloves on and you guys would have boxing matches and beat the hell out of each other, punching each other in the face. We played Kung Fu theater on Saturdays with the karate and all this stuff. And yeah, they had bullies back then too. They had, different situations that you had to deal with, but you learned how to stand up for yourself. And, me growing up on a military base, there was a lot of different, cultures on the base: white, black, Mexican, Filipino, Asian, and everybody's dad was in the military, so there was no snitching. Wasn't nobody going to nobody's parents' house to tell on their parent, because everybody had rank and word traveled. And if your kid had a problem with this guy whose kid was a Marine or Navy or Army, man, you guys would just let them go in the backyard and handle it. Dads was not telling on each other. They weren't leave my little Johnny alone. No, man, you learned how to be a man. And, just even talking to girls, you learn how to, we used to go to roller derby together and skate around the roller ring and hold hands. And, you learn certain things at a young age on how to interact. See, a lot of you guys grew up in a generation where you put on these virtual goggles. So virtually you had no desire to talk or interact with somebody. Everything was communicated through cell phone, text, emails, or a Snapchat. So the whole human experience has really been watered down. And so, at the end of the day, how do you guys move forward? How do you young men out there learn how to stand up for yourself and become men? It's not all about the Snapchat or the like or, how many views you got. There's more to life than that. At some point, you have to learn how to stand up for yourself and have values, because you're going to raise a child. And for those guys out there who think, they're this tough alpha male because they got a six-pack or they can lift this much weight or whatever the case may be, it takes a lot more than looks and physical strength to be an alpha male. And you don't even have to say you're an alpha male if you're an alpha male, or say you're a badass if you're a badass. Nobody, who's a badass. And a badass takes care of business. He doesn't run around with, 3 or 4 baby mamas with a bunch of kids he don't spend time with. because that's the first failure in the household, is that single parent. So you guys moving forward, man, ask yourself some questions about how you see your generation as far as in history and what you want your generation to represent. You young girls, you out here showing your ass, you out here looking for all this attention, you know, chasing the guy who you think has the money, who has the sack, who has the drip, and then when he shits on you, you get mad and want to, you know, maybe say something malicious or put him in a situation. You guys got to look at what you value and how you look at yourself. You got to have higher standards for yourself. You got to put some value behind yourself. You know, if you've already put yourself out there and everybody's seeing what you're working with, but yet you get offended when somebody makes a comment, you can't get mad at that. You can't get mad when somebody is assuming that you're one way when you're the total opposite, when that's what you're showing on video, on your social media. And I know I'm gonna get people who say, oh, well, you're a hypocrite because you did porn. Well, yeah, I did porn, but I don't pretend to be something I'm not. And I tell people when they meet me, you know, that I am who I am. And if you ask me, I'm not gonna lie about it, but there's more to me than that. But I had to grow as far as to let people know that that's not just what I'm about. Because I've done many things in life. I've done a lot of other things beyond that. That's, you know, I wouldn't even talk about on here. But at the same time, I own up to them. I don't call myself a victim. I don't make excuses. But one thing I do is I stand by my values, and I don't duck wreck when it comes to what I represent. So you guys out there, ask yourself what you want your generation to stand for and how you want to be looked at years down the road from here. This is Big Herc getting down with Fresh Out. And this video is brought to you by Wig Splitter Plus. This product contains 2-propanol, which is the same ingredient as mentioned in the White House press briefing to kill the coronavirus. Use it on doorknobs, counters, elevator buttons, railings, seats, shoes, mail, packages, tray tables, TSA trays, gaming machines, suitcases, ticket dispensers, public transit, rental cars, at the airports, at the hotels, at restaurants, at bars, at grocery stores, casinos, taxis, etc., etc. 266 sprays per bottle, 2.7 ounces. Hey, we're trying to do our part to provide a great product, pick you guys some up, and Wig Splitter Plus, keep you guys right.